Good evening, world. Welcome back to another episode of Bandog Talk with the Dog God. Episode 25. Live your life, dogs. Big salute to you, brother. Welcome back. Hey, I appreciate your consistency, man. Put me on your schedule, man. That's big love, man. Big respect to you, man. Corey, man. What's that? Corey 1? Is it Corey I? Corey 1. Hey, big salute to your family. Welcome, 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 man. Got a great cook up tonight. Crixion. If I'm pronouncing y'all's name wrong, please forgive me. But y'all know I'm giving y'all a shout out. I'm giving y'all love. I definitely appreciate everybody showing up for the live. And like I said, as we continue to do this, I will definitely interact with you guys while I'm talking. But what I normally do is, for those who stayed through the whole, live, I answer y'all's questions. So don't think that I'm not answering y'all's questions. Let's say if y'all have a question while I'm, or a comment while I'm actually talking and stuff like that, going through the subject matter, I will respond to everybody's comments. Normally I do that after, what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to break my train of thought, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in here cooking with you guys, you see what I'm saying? So, but again, big salute to everybody. Who else we got? Pack Life TV, PLTV, big salute to you, man. Hey, Jeep, hey, jeez. Hey, I know who you are, family. Big salute. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming out. Like I tell my chat, we do this every Thursday night. This is me. This is me giving back to the dog community. And I'm gonna say dog community in general. Any dog man or dog woman, who appreciate game from somebody who's in the field, actually doing this dog man stuff that we are doing. This is me giving back, just giving the information out, live from the field. I mean, it's the least that I can do. It's something that I wish I had earlier on in my career of doing dogs. But now that we have this platform of YouTube, and we can do podcasts and things like this, we can all learn, you know what I mean? So this is me giving back, man. So big salute to you. I hit you up about the female on Facebook. Okay, Corey. All right, that's what's up. I mean, you hit me up. Did you buy her? You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get it while I got it. You know what I mean? Y'all better get them while I got it, because it's going to be a while. It's going to be at least 2 years before y'all get some of this DNA. And like I said, I'm doing that on purpose. And I know in another episode, I'm going to talk about that, with, we have the dog business. We hit part 2 already. We hit part 1. Now we're going to hit part 3 eventually. And I'm going to talk about what I call phase 3, the pivot. You know what I'm saying? So if I have something that you want, Corey, you got your money together, man, I got the best deals for y'all right now. The best deals that y'all ever gonna get from me getting any type of DNA that I have. Okay. Because I'm putting everything on stop. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna showcase all my mad scientist creations. Y'all seen a few of them. Those who follow me, y'all seen a few of them. You know what I mean? Like my band dogs, right? Y'all seen those, my prototypes and things of that nature. They grow up, they looking real nice to the dice. AR-15, Nina 9mm, rest in peace to Nina 9mm. Silver Bullet, Prima Donna, you seeing them, you're seeing them as they're developing. But the new generation, the new stuff I developed that are about 1 and they're about 1 years old and below. The next 2 years, wait till y'all see how they blossom. That's gonna have y'all really, all y'all real dog men that's in tune with performance dogs. It's gonna have y'all really just saliva, just salivating at the mouth, like, yo, I gotta get one of those. The dog god ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't playing, man. But big salute to everybody, man. Big salute, man. Thank you for Jerry, big salute, family. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for your consistency. Tonight we got a big cook up, but you know how I like to start it off. But I definitely want to let y'all know this podcast is brought to you by Formula One Canines, man. You know, that's me. That's what I represent. Frames, brains, and motors. That's my whole theme to my program, putting together the best functional frames of a dog. Okay. Motors is the drive, because I'm gonna say we, because anybody's doing band dogs and performance dogs, it's all about performance, right? So I put together the best drive. That's the motors. Okay, all around drive. And then the brains, I need them to be smart. I need them to have on-off switches. I don't want them to be one-trick ponies. I need them to have dog awareness. Okay, their own dog awareness. Okay, hey, remember back in the day? I don't know. Some of y'all probably still play video games. I done retired the video games. Okay, I'm too busy. I ain't got no time to take care. I don't even got time for myself. I got so many dogs to take care of. But back in the day when we used to do create a player on Madden, and there was this thing called awareness. You know what I'm saying? And the player that had the highest awareness, say they had 99 awareness. So let's say you're dealing with a receiver. You know what I mean? You throw the ball out there, that receiver's awareness is so heightened that he's turning on the ball before the defender. He's catching the ball, doing all the one hand catches, all the stuff. So that's the same thing when it comes to the brain of a dog awareness. You know what I mean? I make sure that I put that in there. So that's me, Formula One. This is what this is brought to you by. And I would consider myself a pioneer, with what I'm doing, but I always tell y'all there ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? I'm sure there was OGs and people of the past before this internet that was thinking like me, doing things like me, etc. They just didn't have this platform like we have today, which is social media, man. So, right along with me, it's going to be a great journey for all of us. Real talk. So it's going to be a great journey for all of us, especially those of us who are really into performance dogs, not just show. I like my dogs to look good, but I need them to perform as good as they look or even better. You know what I mean? So big salute to everybody, but I always like to start off and let y'all know how my day went, right? So it's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment when y'all dealing with these dogs. Me, especially, because I have so many, and I have so many different personalities. Okay. Even though they all kind of they tune each other up. You know what I mean? Like, because I have so many and it's a pack energy, they tune each other up, even though they have their own personalities. But I have two situations. Okay. The first one I'm gonna talk about is I went out, and this is probably like a few days ago. I went out to where my puppies are, and I noticed something that's like, what the hell? I'm looking like at one of my puppies, and I see like this like red, I don't know, something red near her backside. I'm like, what the heck? What is that? Right. So already, I've damn near done seen it all, dealt with it all. Right. So I'm just like, oh man, here we go again. Right. So I'm thinking like she's too young to have a vaginal prolapse, because I've dealt with that already. Okay. In my dog man career. And those of you who don't know what a vaginal prolapse is, that's when the inside of the vagina is sticking out, protruding out. So you see, the lining of the vagina sticks out. So I'm like thinking to myself, she's too young for that. She ain't even had her first cycle. And that's normally happens when the female, is hormonal, and, they go through their cycle, and that happens sometimes. Right. So I'm like, that can't be it. So I'm going over there and I'm already stressing, because I'm already like, what is it? Like, give me a break. What is it? I go over there and I'm taking care of the dogs. I look, and she has what they call an anal prolapse, where your dog is straining for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know why. What she eats, something she can't get it out of her ass. I don't know. But she's straining to the point where her anus is coming out from the inside, from the outside. So I'm like, oh man, here we go. Right. So, me and my wife, and shout out to my wife, you know what I mean? We go and we clean it up and we push it back in. We use some preparation nation. We try to do the home remedy before we got to go out to the vet and get our head cracked. Because what the vet's going to try to do, right? How the vet, they in it for, it's a business. So they going to get their money. So I'm like, well, let me figure out how to do my own remedies, my own home vet and see if I can save myself some money, right? So anyway, we've been dealing with this female, and she's still, we put it in, she strains it out. We put it in, she strains it out. So I don't know. We might have to go to the vet. I might have to get my head cracked. But I mean, what makes it even more of a situation for me, I have a whole nother, puppy section. And, one of my most rambunctious knucklehead dogs, puppies I have, which is a Shaka times Africa son. He's always the shit starter. I mean, it runs real deep in his family tree, just the energy. But I noticed that same thing in his ass. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm like, what? Right? So me and my wife, do the same thing. Try to, we clean it up, try to push it in there, do that stuff. But we can't even get his in there. His, is like we can't even push it in. So I'm just like, oh man, that's just two I gotta pay for, And then like I said, this is the real dog man life. Like this is real life stuff. So that's why I want you guys to really, get the drift of what you guys are going to experience when you're dealing with these type of dogs and dealing with as many as I have, because, I'm in the lab. Every one of my dogs are a piece of my lab puzzle. So, you got to keep pieces to build pieces. You know what I mean? So it adds up, but it costs money. It's not cheap. Things like this that's outside of your control happens. And it's like, oh, if you can't figure it out, you got to spend the bread. So now I'm already adding up. I got 2 dogs I probably have to take to the vet because I can't figure it out. You know what I mean? As far as how to keep them from pushing it out. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Yesterday. Okay. Now I've been dealing with this pack issue and I've talked on previous episodes, and y'all go back, you know what I'm saying? They're all there about pack dynamics. And what I've been trying to do, and I'm just telling you this story before we get into the topic. Okay. Because I always like to tell you what's going on in my day-to-day before we get started. I've talked about pack dynamics, and I always start my packs off when they're born. That's me, because I want to shape that mentality, because that's, a lot of people don't understand that a dog's mind is as much as, you can shape a dog's mind just like you can shape a dog's body as far as, building the muscle up and etc. Right? Building the stamina up and all this stuff. You can shape a dog's mind the same way. A lot of people don't understand that about a dog. They do the basic obedience and that's it. Or maybe they don't even do that. But I understand how to mold a dog's mind, especially what I have. I have killers, right? Okay, and not in that. I'm not speaking on it like that, but they have the potential to take something, something's life. Okay. So I have the pack of dogs that I plan to keep. I have some AR-15 Bandogs in there. I had one of my bullies in there, but I told y'all last week that they killed my pick bitch, performance bully bitch. They killed her. And what I say they is the AR-15 Bandogs, and then I got one pit bully that I took a pit and crossed it with a bully. Okay, and they both hot dogs, by the way, and which is Cowboy and Tiny, and then which she's the ringleader, by the way, of them. But anyway, yesterday I'm down doing what I do, and they only do this, y'all. This is how my dogs operate. My dogs, like right now, you ain't hearing nothing. I got 30 dogs. You don't hear nothing. Okay. My dogs are quiet. Okay. I can have family, friends over, and my dogs know when to turn up and when to be quiet, because they know when I'm coming, then they turn up. It's always that way. When they know it. It's clockwork. Dogs learn by reps. So they know my energy. They know the door I'm opening. They know what I'm grabbing, and it's, I got 6.5 acres. So my dogs aren't, I have some dogs near my house and some dogs are down there, but they know it. It's just the timing for them. So I take care of the puppy section. I take care of, my top half. I'm going down. I'm at the bottom. I'm at my 4th tier. I live on the hill. I got 4 tiers. Because you live on the hill, you got to, to use your land. When you live on a hill, on a mountain, you got to tier it. Everything got to be tiered like some stairs. So I got like 4 tiers where my dogs are. Okay. So I'm at the 4th tier at the bottom. Now, I've already been through this scenario where the dogs at the top where the puppies are, they will always let me know because they don't like it when them puppies are fighting. They don't, they get agitated. Anytime the puppies do some rustling and stuff, the big dogs, they don't like it. You know, they'll get agitated and they'll start barking and going crazy. So I'm already knowing what time it is. So I've already learned twice, okay, of the warning signs of something going on with the puppies. You know what I'm saying? The first warning, which I almost lost Red Tiger, and it's the same pack. Okay, they try to kill Red Tiger. I already told y'all about that. Okay, I was 10 minutes before I went up there, and luckily Red Tiger is a real bulldog. And he survived it. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. And you know, it tested him out, which gave me some feedback on him. You know, like, oh, that's a real damn bulldog. He took that shit. You know what I'm saying? That boy got jumped by 6 dogs and took it like a champ. You know, they fucked him up though. You know what I'm saying? And luckily I was able to get him back. But that second time it happened, it went a little bit longer because I didn't really catch the drift until it was like too late. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she was still alive for probably a few hours or whatever. I cleaned her up, whatever, put her in a safe, put her in a spot, you know, and then I came back and she was dead. So that was that. So then I'm hearing it again, y'all. This is yesterday. I'm hearing it again. I'm like, oh man. And they only do this shit when I'm around because it's energy. It's energy that they feeling from all the dogs. When I'm out there on the yard, it's turn up time. It's just is what it is. You can, you know, whatever. You can use shot. My dogs are so smart. You can use dog shot collars, you know, the bark collars and stuff. My dogs are smarter than that. They'll just take the pain because it's their excitement because I'm there. It's just what it is. It's just what I've learned about my animals. They gonna turn up when I'm around. When I'm done with them, it's Silence of the Lambs. Everybody quiet. When everybody got their food, there's no sound. You be like, damn, what the hell? But they know I'm coming around. Oh, everybody's showing out. Everybody's showing out. AK jumping, they jumping. This person barking. This person running around. This person doing, you know, not person. This dog doing circles. So anyway, I'm down at the 4th tier. I hear the commotion. I already know. I'm like, damn. But I'm thinking because it's the AR-15 Bandogs, y'all, and that fucking feisty bitch. Excuse my language. I'm working on my language, y'all. So I'm checking myself because I don't want to have to curse when I speak. So I don't nothing against y'all. If y'all want to use your curse word, I'm working on that as a man. So I'm like, okay, this is the pack that be killing other, you know, these are the killers. So they must have an understanding between each other. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm like, okay, they gonna break it up. You know, this is just me because I'm already at the 4th tier. I'm not trying to get on my quad, okay, my ATV, drive all the way up to the top to see what's going on. So I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna break it up. And I waited 10 minutes because I'm cleaning up the poop. I'm busy down below. I didn't want to have to stop and do what and then I'm just hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. I hear the, you know, it's the big dogs. I'm hearing them and they not stopping up there. You know, they're I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, man, boom, I get on my ATV, come up, y'all. And you know, they jump in one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like they jump in one of the instigators. One of the ones that be right there in the mix. They jumping her. So I get there, boom. They all run because they know what time it is. They know as soon as they see me, they ran. They running and hiding. They going into the thing, they ducking and hiding because they know what time it is. I don't play that on my yard. Not, you know, I don't play that. I deal with prey-driven animals, but we don't do that in the pack. I've been teaching them since they was born that we don't do that. We reconcile. Okay, I'm the pack leader. I know you got prey drive in you. I put it in you. But amongst the pack, we don't play that. Okay, so as soon as that go down, it's on. There's discipline time, right? So as soon as I drive up, they hear it. As soon as I drive up, boom, they see me, scram. Everybody break up. Boom, they break up. They running and hiding and ducking. Man, you should have seen them. But my girl over there, she over there, you know, in the corner, right? So I'm like, you know, I'm like, damn, not again. But then I'm in another part of me is like, you know, like, bitch, you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like you part of the ringleader. You like, you know, you copying that female you be following, that cowboy and tiny bitch, that pit bully bitch, the ringleader. She like her. She in the mix with all the fuckery, but then they jumping her trying to kill her. I'm like, oh man, I can't catch a break with y'all. I can't catch a break with y'all. But see, I've been shaping them since they was born, y'all. And I'm gonna get into the topic, okay, tonight. But anyway, I've been shaping them since they was born. I know it's gonna be a work in progress. Get in their mind state to understand that just because you want to take it to that level, if there's no true reason other than a dispute, you don't have to with your brother and sister. You don't have to with them. Y'all can do y'all thing, and when they get that bow down, because dogs use energy. So when the dog kind of cowers out, then you can stop. Not they cower out. Let's take them. Let's take advantage of them. They're cowering. Let's kill them. Like that's the mentality I'm trying to teach these particular, all my dogs really, but these particular ones, they've been a problem. Okay, them AR-15 band dogs, they're a problem. Okay, and then also this one-off bitch that I kept off a Cowboy and Tiny, the ringleader, she's a problem. Okay, because she sets everybody off, and she over there. I don't know what I can't. I always come in at the tail end of it, y'all. Because if I ever see a start, I stop it. So they don't even get there. I always come at the tail end, but I always see who's in the mix. I always see who got the scratches. I always see who's over there, thinking everything is cool. It's the Cowboy and Tiny bitch. She think everything cool. You know what I'm saying? I gotta discipline her extra because she still think it's cool. She comes to me with her tail wagging, blood on her, thinking it's all good. No, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? We don't play that. So anyway, I had to deal with that. So I had to, doctor her up and stuff like that. So, she's on watch. The female, my Bandog bitch, right? These are my keepers, y'all. These are ones that I'm keeping for the next generation. And they over there trying to take each other out. Okay. They were packed since birth. They were cool, politicking since birth. And because of what's in them genetically, the finish them, that is happening amongst the pack of brothers and sisters who, got love. They clean each other, they eat with each other, everything's all good. They sleep with each other, everything's all love. But then when they get to that point when everything is turned up, they don't understand, they haven't really grasped the concept of, okay, we brothers and sisters, we can fight, but I ain't gonna kill you. So I had to deal with that again yesterday, y'all. Now they over there trying to eliminate each other. I'm like, what the heck did I create? But anyway, on to the subject matter of tonight. Now, let me put it on the ticker here, y'all. Okay, let me have it scrolling for us real quick. Okay. Now, this is specifically to the Apbt community, the Apbt community. This is specifically for y'all. Okay. Not every Pitbull mix is a Bandog. This is specifically to you guys. And the reason why I have to address this, because what we're doing in this Bandog community now, okay, which is brand new. The community is brand new, not the Bandog concept. Us Bandog men and women coming together as a community. It's brand new. The Apbt community is not brand new. The reputation that has been, I guess, formulated over time, speculated over time about the American Pitbull Terrier, okay, has nothing to do with the Bandog. Has nothing to do with the Bandog. And I've been hearing lately, because I'm in the stands listening and watching the dog game in general, all aspects of the dog game, not just the pit bull, because I'm a dog man in general. I watch all kind of dog content because I love dogs. I have a passion about dogs in general, not just a specific breed. But I've been hearing, certain individuals or certain people who have platforms that want to, place blame on band dogs being, the dogs that attack people, kids, owners. I've been hearing this. And I'm like, why? Well, of course we know why, right? You want to take the heat off the pit bull and you want to direct it somewhere else. Okay. I understand that. However, okay, there's a reason why the pit bull, right, has the reputation it has. There's a reason. It didn't come out of nowhere. They just didn't say, eeny, meeny, miny, pit bull, you got the baddest reputation of all dogs. It didn't come out. It didn't happen that way. It wasn't the pit bull's fault, the dog's fault. You know whose fault it was that gave that dog breed a bad rep? It was the community who was representing the dog. The dog can't represent himself. The dog itself, which is an excellent dog, it's the ultimate warrior. That's why all of us who enjoy performance dogs respect the pit bull, because it is the ultimate warrior, performance dog. It was bred for performance, not show. Okay. So us dog, or let's say us performance dog men and women, we could respect the dog that's an ultimate performer, and that is the pit bull terrier because of how it was bred. Now, how that dog was campaigned was not, the pit bull campaigning itself. It was the dog men and women who were the ones pioneering and marketing its reputation. Now, it's easy to find scapegoats and things of that nature because that's what people do in this world. And, they don't want to, accept the fault. They want to accept the good, but they don't want to accept the bad. So they want to push the bad on something else. Okay. When I hear the Bandog play and something that I'm trying to work with that doesn't have a bad reputation, I hear certain individuals in the Pitbull community trying to blame Bandogs for the bad things that's happening. When it comes to pit bulls, I have to object. I have to say something because we don't have a bad rep yet. I say yet. However, they're not, seeing a dog on the news and they're saying that's a Bandog attack. This dog kills a woman. Bandog. This dog bites a kid, mauls a kid. Bandog. They're not saying that. They're not saying that. And being that we're trying to do something positive with these Bandogs, be responsible with these Bandogs because they can do that, right? That's their job. But we're trying to be responsible breeders. If you're going to breed these dogs like me, okay, we're trying to make sure that they have on-off switches. Okay, that means that canine common sense, that canine awareness, knowing that, what, I don't need to bite you even though I can kill you. I don't need to go attack that horse even though I can take down a big animal. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to make sure that when we build these dogs, it's a complete dog. It's not just a one-trick pony. Now, Apbt community, okay? The negative press you get for the American Pit Bull Terrier is not the Bandog's fault. Don't blame it on the Bandog. Blame it on the individuals who are not responsible dog owners, okay, who do not know how to deal with a performance dog of that caliber. Blame it on them. Because there's certain people that shouldn't own these type of dogs. They're not alpha even in their own life. How can you be an alpha to a dog that is already the ultimate warrior, right? If you're not alpha in your life, you can't take control of your own life personally. How are you going to take control of a dog's life that is built like that genetically? They were bred to perform at the highest level, take on any and every opponent, dog-wise, because that's how they was breeding them, to fight dogs. Okay. And then you're a weak owner who just has this dog for show. And a lot of people buy dogs because they're trendy. Pitbull shows strength, right? You got a pit bull. Oh, you must be a tough guy with a pit bull, right? That's how, most of us got into pit bulls. A lot of the, big time, dope boys, the popular, dudes in the neighborhood, whatever. Couple cats with a couple dollars, they have pit bulls because, it had that machismo to it. Okay. Had that machismo with the pit bulls. So based off of that, they get the dog, right? They show, they showboat the dog because, they show it. They got it on the big chains. Come on, man. They instigate it, make it mean. You know what I mean? I used to do that with mine. I can't front. I used to make mine mean. I used to hold it down. As a puppy too, I used to hold it down and make it agitated, make it mad. Make the puppy start screaming. And then all of a sudden, anytime you do that, they can get mad. And all of a sudden, anytime I grab the puppy, I thought that was cool. That's what I thought when I was young. When I was a young man, teenagers playing with these pits, I thought that was cool. Because then when my homeboy came around, I'll tell him, get him. And he already thinking I'm about to put my hand on him. But at the same time, my homeboy don't know that I've been doing that. But see what I'm saying? It was a show. A lot of people get these dogs for show. Even though these dogs is bred, to do damage to another animal. Now you take a dog like a pit bull that is bred that way, if it was bred for performance, and you put it in the wrong person's hands, and they got this dog in the backyard with no attention. And now the dog is in the backyard just, figuring his own self out. The owner's not shaping his mind because the owner's not an alpha. He just got it for show. She just got it for show. Oh, it was a cute puppy, right? And then, it's in the backyard and, these dogs are athletic. They figuring out how to break out the backyard. Now they roaming the neighborhood. Now they might come across some other dogs, who teaching the dog because the owner didn't teach the dog. Now they got maybe it's a 2-dog pack now. And this other dog is seasoned, And they following each other and they over there doing what they do now, Instead of fucking with other dogs and cats, excuse my language, working on that, messing with other dogs and other animals, they see people, they see kids. Like, oh, look at that. Let me go antagonize that kid. Maybe that kid got a popsicle or something I want. Maybe that kid got a hamburger. I'm going to take it. And now, the kid is scared. The kids run off. Now they see, oh, we can intimidate the kid. This is how a dog like this mind shifts for irresponsible pit bull owners that shouldn't be with these dogs. Okay. Then they go attack the kid. Instead of taking what it wants, it goes attacks the kid because in his eyes, he thinks it's prey. The dog thinks it's prey. And attacks the kid, mauls the kid. Oh, on the news, Pitbull attacks the kid. You know how many times that has happened since the pit bulls, popularity? We're not going to say since it was, produced and created. We're going to talk about the popularity when any and everybody wanted it because of the trend of having pit bulls. Okay. You know how many times that has happened where a pit bull has mauled a child? I had a pit bull. Okay. Who I had crate trained. Okay. And I had it in my house. And any child, and she was so sweet in this female. She was a female. She was so sweet to me and my family, and so sweet to, she just, but a child, and I think it was based off of the height. A child, she wanted to kill any child. I'm a responsible owner, though. When I seen it the first time, I was like, I checked her. You know what I mean? You check. Hey, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Break the energy off her. Like, no, that's no. The energy, no. She calmed down, but it wouldn't matter. If she's seen a child, me as a responsible owner is like, oh, I can't have her around a child at all. You know how many people neglect to see that? Is that dog's fault? No, it's not her fault. She thinks it's prey. That's not her fault. But guess what? If I let that dog out of my sight with a child around and that dog sees that child as prey and mauls it, guess what? It's my fault. But guess who gets the bad reputation? Guess who gets the bad reputation? The pit bull attack. They're going to say, the pit bull attacked the child. The pit bull attacked the child. Now, so many of those builds up your reputation as a dangerous breed. So many of those. It is not 1 or 2 or 3, 10, 50 of them. Probably hundreds of thousands of those have happened. Okay? Which has given the ultimate performance dog, I think, the pit bull, because that's how they were bred. They were bred strictly for performance. So it has given the ultimate performance dog the worst reputation of any breed on the planet. Any breed on the planet. Now, when we talk about mixed pit bulls, okay? Now, band dogs, okay? Just because you have a pit bull mastiff cross does not mean that your dog qualifies to be a band dog, because a band dog is not a breed. I've talked about this in previous episodes. All you got to do is go back. Plenty of information, plenty of game that I'm blessing y'all with. Go back. We talk about what is a band dog. A band dog is not a breed of dog. It's a description of what the dog is supposed to be doing, bred to do. That is a band dog. So when the media sees a dog that has a pit bull look and they call it a pit bull, and then the pit bull community want to be like, oh no, that's a band dog. That's why I had to call foul. I got to pull out the flag on the play, throw it dead in your face. Foul. Foul. That's foul, man. That ain't no band dog. Don't do that. Don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. And also, to you pit bull enthusiasts, especially performance pit bull enthusiasts, if you honestly think that all these family dogs, I'm talking about the OGs, not y'all pedigree chasers, not y'all ped chasers. I'm talking about the ones who was cooking up dogs. I'm talking about the breeders that was cooking up dogs for performance. I'm talking about the OGs in the 70s and the 80s that was cooking up these performance dogs. If you think as a dog man or dog woman that them OGs wasn't cooking up sauce, genetic sauces, their way for performance to have an advantage over the next man, okay, using different breeds, because that's how dogs are made, by the way. A lot of people are naive about how dogs are created. Breeds are even created. A lot of people are naive about how every dog breed is created. It's created by mixing other dogs together. Now, if I'm an OG veteran dog man with no social media, nobody in my backyard, nobody in my face, and I'm competing with a dog or with dogs, and I'm seeing what I'm lacking, I personally, if I was them, I got to put myself in their shoes as a dog man, and I ain't got nobody in my yard, no influence, no nothing, no Facebook, no Instagram, no nothing. It's just me and my talent and my ability to be a dog man and create. If I am using these dogs to do what they was bred to do at a certain time, not just bull baiting, but when it became something of a gentleman's sport to actually fight these dogs. We ain't doing that now, but back in the day. And I'm breeding for performance. You gonna tell me that I can't mix what I can mix in there? You gonna tell me that you gonna ask me what you mix that dog with when we go and do our weight in the date? You think they was asking each other that? Nope. Sure they was not. Because as a matter of fact, I'm sure they wouldn't tell you. And that wasn't even the purpose. It was, you got the best dog. Okay. Sign up to weight in the date. See who wins. You can have floppy ears. You can have, short ears, you can have long body, you can have, all that. Come on, man. This was no confirmation show. They wasn't putting the dog standard up there. Hey, look at the dog standard. Your dog got to fit this picture, and then we're gonna wait in the date and roll the dice. Hell no. You think that's what it was back in the day? No, it wasn't. If I'm in my lab and I lack something, I'll put whatever I want to put in my recipe. You don't think the OGs was doing that? You think they was going Pitbull to Pitbull, 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 Pitbull. I need to find a Pitbull to get this. You think they was really doing that? If you really think that, then you were very naive about dogs. Very naive about that. And a lot of people, especially in this internet world, they're naive about how dogs are created, especially performance dogs. So 9 times out of 10, the majority of them dogs that you guys say that is pure were foundationally pit bull mixes. Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's hard to accept, that your dog might have a whippet in it. Your pit bull might have whippet down in the bloodline. It's hard. Might have a greyhound in there too. It's hard, right? To just believe that. But if you into performance, who's to tell you how to cook up your dog? Who's to tell you that? Nobody. If I'm lacking something, I'm cooking whatever I want to cook in it, because you're not going to question me that. We're not doing DNA testing. We're not doing no DNA testing at the match. We're not, like I told you, we're not sitting dogs up and saying, okay, man, your dog's ears is too long. Man, your dog's muzzle's too short. Man, your dog's legs are too long. Ain't nobody doing that. Can you beat me? Yes or no? You can beat me. Let's roll the dice. Okay. Now, fast forward to today, where there's a lot of dogs that look like pit bulls, that the media don't understand what they're looking at. So they just label them as pit bulls because of the reputation of the pit bull, American Pit Bull Terrier. They don't have no other reference with that bad reputation. They don't have another lookalike of a pit bull that it can say, okay, this mastiff pit bull, all these mastiff pit bulls is killing people and doing all. They don't have that. They don't have that reference. They don't have that reference. They have the pit bull reference that was created, formulated, manifested by the pit bull community, irresponsible owners of these dogs. Not everybody should own these dogs. That's a fact. Not everyone should own these dogs. Now, what we're cooking up is a little different than the pit bull. I'm talking about the Bandogs. Okay. We don't just want them to have prey drive. We want them to have man drive too. Okay. So we have to be more responsible than those who were making and producing pit bulls. We have to be more responsible because these are bred to also bite man too. The pit bull itself was not bred to specifically bite man and prey, only prey, dogs specifically, right? So they were bred to be one-trick ponies. Our thing with these band dogs, they're all-purpose prey dogs, all-purpose. So when I hear certain, pit bull enthusiasts or, pit bull representatives pushing that narrative on band dogs. Oh, those ain't pit bulls that's attacking people and killing people. Those are band dogs. I have to object. No, they not. I don't breed my band dogs like that. Me. I don't breed my band dogs like that. And if you're a band dog, I'm sure Lee Robinson don't breed his band dogs like that. Since a lot of people know Lee Robinson for them band dogs, I'm sure he don't breed them where they're unstable and they want to just attack people. My band dogs, right? Even though I've been nipped by one, only one has nipped me. actually, like, gave me a little bite nip. Okay. And it wasn't malicious. You know, it was more because I did something that she didn't like, you know, and she felt like she gonna let me know that she like, like what I did, you know what I mean? So she gave me a nip, and I gave her a nice little 3-piece, and she don't do it again. She hasn't done it again, but my dogs have awareness enough because I've been dealing with them mentally to know that, you just ain't biting just because you want to bite. You just ain't biting because you want to bite. There has to be a reason why showing your teeth. There has to be a reason. Okay, that's me being a responsible band dog owner and band dog breeder. Okay, but because this is new, not to say new in concept, band dog is not new in concept, but more and more people are kind of gravitating toward the band dogs in general. Okay, I don't want our reputation to be tarnished because of what people in the pit bull community did to the pit bull. I'm not allowing that. I'm gonna speak out on it because I strive to produce a balanced dog. I don't want a one-trick pony. I like the fact that my dogs are super athletic. I like the fact that my dogs have maximum drive. I love that. But we got to have that computer on. I got to put the computer on there. If I'm Formula One, everything has got a computer on it. That dog needs to think about what it's doing. It needs to be aware. It doesn't know, I'm going to do it because I'm bred to do it. I'm just going to do it. Like I was telling you about my puppies. I'm teaching my puppies, just because you have the component to kill, you don't have to do it. There has to be a reason why you take it to that level. Okay. That's me developing that dog's computer. Okay. That's me developing that dog. That's why I tell anybody who buys my dog, especially my band dogs, anybody who's got one from me, I tell them that first year, do not turn on that switch. Do not provoke them dogs that first year. I stress it to them. Do not. Yeah, I know you want to see them do this, and I know you're excited when you get one of these type of dogs, but do not do it. Love on that dog that first year. Let it be a dog. Let it be all, socialize it. Just let it be a dog. Don't let it be rah, rah, rah. That dog's it's in its genetics already. You don't got to do that. So when these things happen out here in the world, it's all over the world where, dogs are doing damage to people, all over the world. And they're pit bull lookalikes or pit bulls, pit bull crosses or pit bulls, whatever you know. And the public they see something that looks like a pit bull, it's a pit bull. Okay. Now, the only way that reputation can change is if there's no more pit bull lookalike and pit bull attacks on people, which is probably not going to not happen, right? Or the narrative changes for the pit bull. The narrative of it being just a dog fighting dog. That narrative changes to the public. That's the only way the pit bull is not going to be implemented on every dog attack on a child, a human being, whatever. That's the only way it's going to change. Not you pointing the finger, me pointing the finger at another breed of dog. Oh, that's not a pit bull. That was that dog. Oh, everybody want to blame it on the pit bull. That's this dog. No. That's not going to change it, y'all. That's not going to change it. Pointing the finger, blaming other dogs. No, the narrative has to be changed from the community itself. The American Pit Bull Terrier community has to change that narrative. They have to. But do not put that narrative on the band dog. Don't do that. Don't do that. What did the band dog do to y'all? What did the band dog do to the pit bull community? That y'all want to throw the bus on the pit bull, on the band dogs, like throw the band dogs underneath the bus. Excuse me. Y'all don't breed band dogs. And if you owned a band dog, was it unstable? Was it trying to kill you? If you owned one, was it trying to kill your kids? If you own one, if that's the case, then that's shame on you as an owner. You didn't know how to control that dog. Or shame on you for buying that dog that was unstable. Shame on you for keeping that dog that's unstable. That's a band dog. If you bought an official band dog, shame on you as a dog man. Okay. But if you've never owned one yourself, you've never experienced one do these things that are happening to people that we hear on the news, right? Okay. Don't blame the band dog for that type of stuff. Blame the owner. If the news is calling them pit bulls, then why don't you call the news up? Call the news up, Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 5 news, and tell them, hey, man, I'm a pit bull expert. And the dogs that you said were pit bulls are not pit bulls. I mean, I don't even know what they are, but they're not pit bulls. Matter of fact, let me show you the proof. Go down there and prove them, make them change it. Make them change it. Make them change it. Don't put it on another dog. Oh, that ain't a pit bull. That's this dog. That's this dog. No, it's not. It's not. The rep is already made. You know what I mean? The community already made the reputation for the American Pit Bull Terrier. Now, y'all got to right that wrong. Y'all have to right that wrong. It's going to take some time. However many years it took y'all to ruin the Pit Bull's name, that many years, probably times 3, is going to take you to correct it. Okay? That many years that it took for you to ruin the name for the American Pit Bull Terrier, times it by 3 to correct it. Work on that. Work on that. Do not point fingers at other dogs because you want to correct what the image is for the American Pit Bull Terrier. Do not point the fingers at the band dog because there's a pit bull in the genetic recipe. Do not point the finger at the band dog because of the pit bull's reputation. The band dog didn't do that. The band dog didn't make the American Pit Bull's reputation what it is today. It's you, individuals who are campaigning them dogs the way you was campaigning them dogs. It was you individuals who shouldn't have never owned one of them dogs to begin with, had it in the backyard, didn't pay no attention. The dog gets loose, mauls a kid, mauls this, tears up that, runs the neighborhood. That's you. That's not even the dog's fault. It's not even the dog's fault. Like I told you, a responsible dog man is going to know when his dog is, borderline. Like I told you with my bitch that was seeing kids as prey. I saw that, had me kind of spooked a little bit. Then I seen it again. Oh, I knew not to never, ever, ever have a child around her as long as I was there. Well, as long as I was there, I keep her in check. But she still was on it. She still was on the child. I knew it was in her. Okay. Do you think my wife, who she's pretty good with dogs, by the way, you think my wife would be able to pick that up faster than me? Probably not. My wife would probably think, oh, she's never growled at anybody because she doesn't. She's so loving, she is. But the child come around and then all of a sudden, let's say my wife got the dog in the house and normally, all the adults come over and, she's loving with everybody because she is. But then somebody brings their little 8-year-old over and all of a sudden that girl, my bitch goes and attacks the 8-year-old. My wife's going to be like, what the? She's going to be clueless. Like, what the? I can't believe it. She's going to be talking just like that. I can't believe she did that because she don't know her like that. But I do. Because I'm the alpha. My job is to know my dogs. My job is to know what makes my dogs tick. Okay? That's a responsible dog, man. I can't put that responsibility on my wife. You can't put that responsibility on your child, your son, who's watching taking care of the dogs while you're gone at work. He let the dogs out in the yard and stuff. You know what I mean? Or he's out there taking the dog for a walk and, dog gets off the leash and darts at a kid. You as the dog man or dog woman supposed to be responsible for that. But see, this is why, okay, this is the reason why the pit bull has a bad name. Because of people like that. Okay? Or The people who still want to live in the past. And that's to each their own. To each their own. I'm not knocking. I don't, one thing about the dog God, I don't knock any dog man. Whatever you do with your dogs, that's your prerogative, that's your business. Do it. But we got to call a spade, man. Okay? A spade is a spade. It's like if we in the streets, right? And all the home and all the partners and everybody, we made our money, but we cats went to prison for it. Lost half our life, whatever. Lost comrades, getting killed, all the stuff that comes to the street. Yeah, we made money, but we done took some L's and we had to go to prison. We come out of prison, are we going to go back to the bullshit and think that it's going to change? Or the second time around, that ain't going to happen to me. Yeah, the first time I took mad LLs, but the second time around, it ain't going to happen to me. Do we really think that? If you do, you stupid. But a lot of people are stupid is what stupid does. That's what Forrest Gump said, right? Stupid is what stupid does. Yeah, a lot of individuals do that. They make a mistake. They think they're above the mistake. They go back to it, make another mistake. That's the same thing with what the narrative is with the pit bull being, a one-trick pony, only, bred to fight each other, fight other dogs. If you're pushing that narrative still, do you think the public is ever going to take that reputation off the American Pit Bull Terrier if that narrative is still being pushed when it's all bad, even though it was all good just a week ago, or even though it was all good 10 years, 20 years ago, and it wasn't even all good then, but let's say, it was more acceptable than 20 years ago. Should we still push that narrative now and think that the reputation of that American Pit Bull Terrier is still going to be, they're going to lighten up on the Pit Bull now all of a sudden, but we're still pushing the narrative of that? No, it's not going to change. The media is still going to call every dog that does something wrong that looks similar to the American Pit Bull Terrier a pit bull. The media is going to still do it because you know why? Individuals are still getting busted for dog fighting. People with real pit bulls, them dogs are still attacking kids. They're attacking people. Okay. Now, being that, I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say this. Now, I bought a dog from the UK. His name is AK-47 Chopper. Now, y'all know that the UK just had a ban on the XL Bully. Now, when I called this breeder from the UK, got in contact with him on Instagram, shout out to IG. I told him what I wanted. I said, bro, I got pit bulls I've produced. I like what you got over there. I liked what he had. I liked his vision for his dogs. But he was in the UK. So I saw something that I really liked. I'm like, man, I see a large pit bull phenotype. I see that traditional look, but it's larger. I want to create that because that's what I do. I create my own dogs. I create my own dogs. If y'all don't know, I create my own dogs. Understand that? So I said, hey, I want that. I already have standard pit bulls. I like them, but I want something larger like that with mine. Okay. Okay. Where'd you get all your dogs? We talking, because I'm serious. I got my bag. I'm not playing because a lot of people play with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. He knew I wasn't playing because I'm talking all the real stuff. And I told him I'm serious with money. Like I want to buy something, but I need you to answer these questions for me. I said, so where are you getting these, these dogs from, and what are your whole purpose? He said, well, look, I get all my dogs from the US. He said, pit bulls are illegal here in the UK. He says, how we get pit bulls over here is we classify them as American bullies. We get them over here. We have the people who we buy them from register them with the ABKC. And when they register them with the ABKC, we can just get them sent overseas over here. Okay. All right, cool. Boom. Got it. Understood. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, me not really caring about that because I'm in the lab. Okay. But him giving me the truth about what they do in the UK, I respected him for that. Okay. I respect him for that. Now, the government of the UK caught on. They caught on. They used hey, these dogs are mauling people to ban them. But they knew what these guys was doing to get over the Pitbull ban, because the Pitbulls are banned in the UK. I wonder why. I wonder why Pitbulls are banned in the UK. Come on, you guys. I'm sure you guys can put 1 + 1 to make it 2, right? Okay. So for them to bypass that, they were just sending Pitbulls still over there, but then they were labeling them as bullies. Just a little game for those of you who don't really understand why that happened. Because the government knew that them dogs was really pit bulls. Okay. Because they're even letting different phenotypes that will be considered an XL bully, pass. Because they're looking at the phenotypes, because you got to bring your dog in, to see which one, if it qualifies to, be saved, or it has to be neutered and muzzled up. They're looking at the phenotype, and the ones with the pit bull phenotypes are the ones that's getting spaded out. The ones that look like them bulldogs types, they're okay. Okay. That's from my UK partners that I know. Okay. That I've befriended over the years that are into dogs. They gave me the game and how it works. The ones with the pit bull phenotypes, those are the ones that's getting clipped and dipped. Okay. So the reputation of the Bandog has not gotten even close to where the Pitbull is. I'm sure that there are accidents that are dogs that will be considered band dogs when it comes to, harming people. I'm sure that has happened, you guys. However, being that the band dog movement is fairly new in popularity, I would say popularity level 3. Pitbull popularity is level 80 out of 100. It used to be more popular, but it's going down. Okay. But we're going to keep it at 80 because, still the ultimate dog, period. When things happen like, people getting attacked or killed, they're not going to think band dog. The media, they don't even know what a band dog is. Band dog. That's not going to come out of anyone's mouth. It's not going to come out of a vet's mouth. It's not going to come out of the animal control's mouth. It's not going to come out of the media's mouth. It's not going to come out of their mouth. Now, when you get these certain individuals from the pit bull community want to blame the band dog, and then, with social media, people hear band dog. What's band dog? Oh, band dog is the band dog. Band dog pit bull cross. Okay, it's a band dog. Then they're going to start blaming band dogs too. Oh, that's a band dog. Oh, the band dog did that. Oh, that ain't a pit bull. That band dog did that. You see that? You see what that do to us individuals, us dog men and women who are trying to do the band dogs right, who we don't have a tarnished reputation on the band dogs yet. We haven't tarnished the band dog's name. We haven't done that. We're trying to create them. We're trying to build them. We haven't tarnished them yet. And I say yet again, because there are going to be some people that are very irresponsible. There are going to be some people that are irresponsible. Okay. And like I said, my band dogs is going to come with an owner's manual, directly coming from the person who created mouth. Okay. I'm going to tell you how to handle my dogs. Me. Not everybody understand what they're cooking in the lab. Not everybody do. I do, because I have them. I deal with them every day. I know what I have. So when I sell you something, you're going to know what you got. Yes, a cute puppy. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes, a dope looking. Oh, you like the way them dogs look when they mature. But this is what you got. Follow these instructions. If you don't follow these instructions, it's on you. Don't blame me as the breeder. I told you. It's like you buy a car, right? You got the manual, read the manual. Tells you when the break-in period, all the stuff. A lot of people don't read the manual. But you should look through the manual. because it's giving you game on how to deal with that car. Same thing with these dogs. Same thing with these dogs. I just don't want, okay, for me, I'm speaking for me, all my hard work and dedication on creating something stable. Yes, I'm mixing dogs. That's how every breed of dog is created, mixing dogs. And there's a lot of dumb, ignorant people on the internet who think they know dogs. They have no clue. They want to call a dog a mutt. They want to call this a mutt and that a mutt. Everything's a mutt, right? Derogatory, though. They want to be derogatory about a dog, calling it a mutt. Well, did you know that every dog created is a mixed breed? Every dog breed is a mixed breed before it becomes a breed. Maybe they don't know. They're ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And do they know? A lot of people don't know this. I'm going to educate you. Okay. Before a dog becomes a standard, there are breeders or breeder, but there are a group of breeders. Normally it's a group because it takes a lot of people to create these type of dogs, because there's a lot of dogs you got to, before you create the perfect dog, you don't have a lot of dogs before you mix, it takes a lot of dogs. So when you have a team of breeders, it's easier, right? You start with this, I'll start with that, we'll put it together, we'll make a breed. But the dog has to be created first. It has to be created. The dog for that breed has to be created first. Then amongst that group of people, accept it as whatever breed you want to call it, as a group, multiple people, then present it to a kennel club. Okay. Then the standard is written, then it's official. It's in that order. It's in that order. It's not a standard. Hey, I'm writing up a standard for a dog that don't exist. Hey, there's a dog in my imagination. Here's a standard. It doesn't work that way. It never has. Breeders like myself and maybe like you and whoever else, they come up with a concept. They start cooking the dog up, making it, breeding it. Cross this, cross that, cross this, cross that, cross this, inbreed this, inbreed that, inbreed this, and locking the traits, breed. We call it, what we're gonna call it, man? We're gonna call it Great Balls of Fire. That's what we're gonna call it. Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire is what we're gonna call it, man. Let's go to a kennel club, present it. Okay, cool. Let me see y'all your work. Okay, boom, 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 boom. How many people gonna know? How long y'all been doing it? Okay, okay, boom, boom. Okay, boom. Will you accept it as a breed, kennel club? Will you accept it as a breed, kennel club? Yes, we'll accept it. Breed. That's how dog breeds is made. FYI. FYI. A lot of you guys don't know that, but that's how it's done. All right. And we already know that the Bandog is not a breed. It's not a breed of dog. Don't get it confused. Don't get it confused, you guys. It's not a breed of dog. So when you hear individuals, especially these Apbt community individuals, want to put that negativity on the Bandog, rebuke them fast. Say, nope. Not everything's a Bandog. Not every Pitbull mix is a Bandog. Don't call it a Bandog. Oh, just because it attacks somebody, it's a Bandog because it looks like a Pitbull. Don't call it a Bandog. A Bandog is not a breed. That's not a Bandog that attacked that person. I don't know what it is, but it ain't a Bandog. Don't say that. Because they're going to ruin those individuals. It's trying to ruin what we doing. We don't have a bad rep on Bandogs. Bandogs aren't banned. I mean, maybe in other countries, I don't know. I can't speak for other countries. In the U.S., Bandogs aren't banned. There's not a state banned on Bandogs. There were state bans on pit bulls. There might be still some. I don't know. But there were. I know Florida was one of them. Okay. So don't let them do that to what we're trying to do with these band dogs. Don't let them put a bad rep on our dogs. Don't, like, we have an opportunity. Those of you who's into these band dogs, we have an opportunity to create a lane. And in this lane of performance dogs, make it just like the levels that we can take it to, just creating the ultimate watchdog, the ultimate personal and family and property protection dog. You know, to be able to mix these warrior dogs to create the ultimate dog. I mean, man, we have a real opportunity to make a wave for our own selves, a big wave, because we can make a complete dog. We can be honest about our recipes. We ain't got to lie. Okay. There's a lot of liars in the American Pitbull Terrier community. They lie. They lie a lot. We don't have to lie. We can tell you what we cooked in our dogs and be proud of it. Yeah, I took this, I took that, I took this, I took that, and then I took this, took the brother and sister, bred them together, and then I crossed another one with this, and I took the uncle, and like we can really get with the genetics and really be proud. Like, yo, I love the recipe, man. That's a dope recipe. Like, salute to you, man. Wow, wow. Like we can be excited about this. And if they perform the way we drew it up in the lab, that puts you at that wave. That puts, as a breeder, that puts you at the top, to me. Because everyone is different on how they cook. Band dogs can have multiple different type of looks, weights. As long as they do what they're bred to do to be called a band dog, then, salute to you. And if you know how to have that wow factor or that sex appeal to your band dog and performance, then you might be able to get a nice little fee for your dog. Because guess what? If you got all of that, the performance with the look, and nobody else has that particular band dog recipe, look, and performance, guess what? All the money go to you if you got it like that. If you have it like that, you get all the bread because they can't shop you. They can't shop you. They got to shop with you because they want that. Like, oh man, I like homeboy stuff over there. His stuff is dope, but they ain't got what you got. I like that though. I like that. How much you want? Well, I need this. See, that's the opportunity that we have with what we're doing with these band dogs, because people are going to want now, especially with the times that we're in, they're going to want something that's going to work and protect their family. Okay. They're going to want that, not just the little dog that look cute. That's cool. That's cool. But they're going to also want that dog that's going to work and be a part of the family. You can have it out there on your property, protect your property, what I'm saying, protect your household. They're going to want something like that, but that's stable too. Has to be stable, because nobody wants a liability. A family don't want a liability as a dog. I don't. I'm a dog man and I don't. But a family does not want something that they got to worry about just going off on the wire. And if we do these band dogs correctly, y'all, and market them, promote them correctly, we have an opportunity to really create a big wave. Really, we really do have an opportunity, And I say this off of my own experience, just, cooking up my prototypes, getting into the band dogs, not necessarily knowing specifically, like how I was going to market them, like who was going to want them. Like, I was just intrigued by the fact that I can create, because that's what I am. I'm an artist when it comes to these dogs. So I was like, oh, I can create. I can actually create. You know what I mean? And like this is a not a breed, but a dog that has multiple different dogs in it, and I can add or subtract what I want. And it's all about performance. I love performance. It's all about performance. Oh, perfect. But I didn't know, like I said, what to expect when it comes to the market side of it. I didn't know that. I came in just like excited about the fact that I can create dogs that are performance dogs, So I know that for us who do these band dogs, the sky's the limit for us, dog men and dog women. The sky's the limit, especially if you really taking your craft serious and you're really trying to create the ultimate personal property family protection dog. We could take it to the max, because not, like I said, it doesn't just have to be a German Shepherd. It doesn't just have to be a Rottweiler. It doesn't just have to be, these dogs that we know that are protection type dogs. It could be something that you create that got its own type of look to it, but can work even harder You know what I'm saying? That can bite even harder, that is even more healthier than those dogs because of how they're bred, right? We're able to introduce new blood in our stuff because it's about performance, like the Pitbull was back in the day when the OG dogmen of the 70s and the 80s was cooking their dogs up. Okay, that's why them dogs were so great, because they was doing it like how we're going to be doing, or how we should be doing with these band dogs. I need that dog. What breed is it? I don't care. I need that to add to this performance. I need that part. I like what the whatever's in that breed. I need that to my recipe. All of it, not just the look. I need the mentality. I need its functionality. I need all of that that's in that breed to add to my recipe. Okay. Then you add it. You cross your fingers and pray that you get a blend. That's not guaranteed, but that's the beauty of what we're doing in these band dogs. We can do that. I promise you, that's what the OGs was doing with their game dogs. Like I told you, I need that win. I need that greyhound. I like that greyhound, man. I'm gonna breed to that greyhound. I'm gonna breed to that greyhound. Straight up. Just like that, too. Breed to the greyhound, take it to the match. Dog lasting 4 or 5 hours. What? 4 or 5 hours? How is that possible? Well, you don't know. You didn't know I bred it to a greyhound. You didn't know that dog is mixed with greyhound, did you? Because the OGs ain't gonna tell you. But in his mind, you didn't know. That's how I got the advantage over you. Because it's about performance, right? This ain't no confirmation show. I needed win. I used greyhound. And just like that. Okay. So please, 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 Pitbull community, don't do that to us, the band dog men and women. Don't put that reputation on us as far as, killing people, mauling kids, the Pitbull lookalikes that's in the news. Don't do that to us. Please. If you want to call it something, just say it's a Pitbull mix. Don't call it a band dog. Don't call it a band dog. But you know what? A lot of them are naive about what a band dog is. They probably still think that a band dog is a breed. They don't know what a band dog is. They just say it because they done heard it out of somebody else's mouth. Oh, band dog, band dog, band. Oh, there's a band dog. It looks like a pit bull, but it's not a pit bull, it's a band dog. That's what they say. I just want you individuals who do say that to just refrain from that. Don't do that to us band dog men and women who really take this band dog thing seriously, who really are breeding stable man and prey stoppers, stable ones, stable. Okay, they just are not going to attack a person just because, I mean, man, I can't see my dogs attacking me. I just can't. I can't even see my dogs attacking my wife. My wife don't deal with my dogs as much as me. But anytime she comes around, they know who mama is. They know my wife. They're not going to treat her like, oh, you ain't been around for a month, I ain't seen you. Or you ain't been around for 2 months, I ain't seen you. They know who my wife is. They do. So I know for a fact that my wife can be around my dogs without me, and my dogs will not attack my wife. And they for sure ain't going to attack me. So when you see these cases that happen all over the world, let's say all over the United States, that baffle you sometimes, and you're like, damn, dog killed the owner, dog killed this, and dog killed that. That's circumstantial. Circumstances cause that to happen. We don't necessarily know the circumstances. They don't tell you why. They just show you the aftermath of why these things happen. But the reason why they say pit bull is because of what was written in the past about the pit bull, based off of the people who was campaigning the pit bull. It wasn't the pit bull's fault. It was the people behind the pit bull, the American Pit Bull Terrier community. You individuals are the reason why everything that goes wrong with the dog breed is blamed on the pit bull. You are the reason, not the Bandog. The Bandog isn't the reason for that. Oh, that's a Bandog. It's Bandog. That's the reason why that's happening. It's a Bandog. Nope. Sorry. Can't let you get away with that. I can't let you get I can't let you get away with that. Somebody got to stick up for the Bandog. I'm sticking up for it. Because I know my dogs ain't just doing that. Mines won't, because I'm responsible. I'm not letting my dogs just run loose. I have 6.5 acres and I have my shit fenced in. I have I have my 6.5 acres fenced. I know my dogs can jump the fence. My dogs know how to climb a fence, right? So you can have a 6-foot fence, 7-foot fence. They know how to climb up a fence. You know how dogs, they run and jump, and they use the fence to jump up, and they grab up onto the top of it, jump. That's how my dogs do. I know better, even though my perimeter, and I also have electrical live wire on my fence. Okay, bottom and the top of it. My dogs are smart enough to run and jump over it. I've seen them do it. So me as a responsible owner, even though I have 6.5 acres fenced in and I have electrical fence, I have dogs that are very intelligent. They'll hit that electrical fence. They know, oh shit, that's electrical. But because they want to get over it so bad, they'll figure out how to jump over it without touching that bar. Like I would have to probably have that shit 6 foot high. My fence my fence around my property is not 6.5. It's 6 foot high. It's not the 6 foot high. I mean, shit, that's a lot of money. It's not 6 foot high. But I would probably have to have it 6 foot high with that electrical wire on it, because they still would have to touch the fence to get over it. But what I'm saying to you is this: even though I have all that, I do not let my dogs roam my property without me being there, because I know what type of dogs that I have. You got to know your dogs. Some dogs are okay with the perimeter and they stay within it. Some dogs are that way, which is cool. Cool for those dogs. Good, great. If you have those dogs that respect the perimeter, that's cool. My dogs are very intelligent. They'll figure out how to break the perimeter somehow, some way. They're gonna figure, if they want to get out, they'll find a way out. They'll find a way out. So me being a responsible dog man, I know not to have my dogs roaming the property without being locked up. I have my dogs locked in the kennel with a lock on it, and I have that kennel fenced in. So I got them double locked, because all it would take is one of my crafty ass, smart ass dogs to feel like they want to get out, and they go out there and terrorize my neighborhood. And now my neighbors got 20 acres, 30 acres, 50 acres. They got cows, tigers, whatever. I mean, whatever they got. All it would take is for me, a black man with them type of killers, dogs getting loose and terrorizing my neighbors, killing one of their horses or whatever. Guess what they're gonna blame it on, though, y'all? They're gonna blame that on the pit bull, though. You know that, right? Because they don't even know it's a Bandog. They're gonna say it's a pit bull. Okay, that's what they'll say. Now, as I take a deep breath, let me take a little sip. Let me take a little sip. And hey, cheers to everybody too, man. Thank y'all for showing up, man. Let me see what we got on here before I kick it back off. See what else we got on here. Who else? Hey, man. Hey, Dog, man. Dom, big salute to you, man. Thank you for showing up, family. You already know we cooking. King Carter, Enterprises, big salute to you, man. Thank you for showing up. Like I said, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm talking about, man. I just don't want that to happen. Like I told y'all, it's like what we're doing here is new in a sense. Like building this community and talking about band dogs is new. And I just don't want our mojo and our momentum that we're trying to build to be tarnished. I'd rather us tarnish it, you know what I'm saying? Which is a shame on us, but I'd rather be us band dog, us as band dog, as a band dog community, be the ones that mess it up. Because we putting too much in these dogs, and we're not building them complete. And then all of a sudden they're doing things that we can't control. I'd rather be that than another breed's reputation being put on us. Cheers to you guys, man. Cheers. Much love and respect to everybody. So that's why I wanted to, talk about this, man. I gotta stick up for the band dog. I done worked too hard. Spent too much money. You know what I mean? Dealing with these killer personalities. Trying to shape them, trying to mold them. Like I'm in the lab trying to cook up a stable performance killer. A stable one. With an on-off switch. It's not easy. That's not easy to do. But as I'm cooking them up, you know what I mean? And I get to the point where I make it, and then it becomes popular. And then now all of a sudden, they ban them because now they're trying to put the energy on band dogs now. The negative energy on band dogs. I'm not fighting my dogs. I'm not sicking my dogs on people. Me, speaking for me. I'm not, I got ultimate prey driven dogs. I'm not over there baiting them on each other and trying to test their prey drive. That's not what I want them for. If I want to protect my property because I live out here in the woods and I got bobcats out here, man. I got mountain lions out here. I got black bears out here. I got coyotes out here. I got all kind of wild animals where I live. I need a dog that's going to protect my property from all threats, all of them. Key word is threat. Okay. If it's not a threat, you don't need to attack. Okay. That's the concept that I'm putting in my band dogs. So when these dogs attack people randomly, attack owners, attack kids, that's not what my band dogs do. That's not what my band dogs do. My band dogs love people unless you're a threat. My band dogs can tolerate animals unless you're a threat. And if you're a band dog breeder, that's how your band dog should be. So if we're all on the same, our concepts with these dogs are all the same, then, we should be able to navigate our reputation when it comes to these band dogs, right? To where they're doing their job. They're doing what they're bred to do as what a band dog should be. Not just, attack, kill, terrorize. Attack, kill. And we talked about this in previous episodes too, about defensive or offensive drive, right? Which drive should your band dog have? Defensive or offensive drive? A dog that can kill a man should be defensive. Real talk. And I talked about this, but real talk. It should be defensive minded, because if that dog understands, kind of like how with the game dog, you breed it to want to kill or fight another dog, attack, or what they call scratch. If I'm breeding a band dog to want to kill a person attack, that's a liability, man. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen on your ass. You're going to get sued, 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 sued. You're going to lose everything if you teach that band dog to do that. Because that dog can do that. That dog can kill a person. Kill it. But, you teaching that dog to attack. That right there is a two-edged sword. It's cool, but it's not cool at the same time. Defensive, that is what your band dog should be doing. Defending, okay? Warning, defend. Cross that line, I will bite you. Okay? If you ain't a threat, I won't bite you. Period. That should be the mentality of these band dogs. Okay? And right now, we can paint that narrative now. Okay? We should be painting that narrative now that these are here to protect. They're not attack dogs. They are not attack dogs. That automatically will get us on the ban list. As soon as we get this band dog movement taken off, as soon as they get labeled as attack dogs, we'll get thrown off the rails. It'll be all that hard work we got to make it popular, thrown out the window. Thrown out the window. We as dog men and women paint the narrative for every dog that is created. We, not the dogs. We paint the narrative. We campaign for the dogs. Whatever these dogs are bred for, us as humans campaign what that dog is supposed to do. We campaign it. Whatever the breed is, we're showcasing what this dog can do, what this dog is bred to do. And we know when it comes to fighting type battle breeds, depending on what you have them doing, the public is going to see it in a negative or positive way. Period. So with the Pitbull's reputation, or the American Pitbull Terrier's reputation, it's been painted in a negative way. And we know why. And then people who, like I said, shouldn't be having these dogs made it even worse, because then it became something that was a fad. Wrong people getting the dogs. Dogs aren't being, raised under some level of structure. And then the dogs, lean onto their own understanding. There's nobody shaping the mind, and these dogs terrorize people in the neighborhood. And then there's the reputation. We got 100 dog bites, all pit bulls. There's one neighborhood. Oh, well, shit, over here we got 200 bites. Oh, over here we got 1,000 bites. All pit bulls. All pit bulls. And then, of course, what these individuals are doing with these dogs don't help either, right? Fighting. People don't like that. I don't even like that. And I was not on that level. I told you before, I was not on that level where I was, taking my pit bulls when I first had them and, really, doing that F word. We call it hitting. That's what we used to call it, man. We let them do it to a degree. It was just more cool. Like, oh, my dog took advantage of your dog, break him up. That's how we was doing it. And to me, it was extra credit too. You know what I mean? But we never let it get to the point where, we seeing dogs, losing limbs, blood everywhere. We ain't breaking it up. We never took it that far. And that's not to go against the OGs that was doing that. That was their time. So that's it. But that doesn't help the rep, because people feel that that's animal cruelty. And in reality, it is. In reality, it is. The animal did not have a choice It's doing what its owner told it to do. It's doing what its owner bred it to do. It's going against nature. These dogs are pack animals. They only deal with, exterminating pack members for a reason. There's a reason why they might exterminate a pack member. They might fight and not reconcile. There's a reason, but the majority of dogs are pack animals. We breed them as man to be other than that. So when that happens and the people of the public, right, see it, which don't understand that it's a sport, they see it as barbaric because them dogs don't have a choice. Them dogs are doing that because it's man's best friend and the dog's doing what his owner tell him to do. Do it or else. Then the dog does it. But in reality, do we really think as man, let's say me and you as a fighter, we're fighters, prize fighters. Do I want to die in the ring? Do I not want my corner, when they see me getting my head beat in, to break it up, to throw in the towel, to protect me? Of course, we want that. With the dogs, because when it comes to that dog fighting, it's not about the dogs itself. It's about the person that's fighting the dogs, the rep that the person has. Dogs are just doing what we tell them to do. And if a dog is, getting beat, it's our reputation at stake, not the dogs. Keep fighting, don't quit. But when it's us humans, our corner man, which loves us, right? Our coach sees us getting our fucking brains beat in, he throwing in the towel automatically. Throwing the towel, right? We looking at the coach like, wait, why are you throwing the towel? Nah, motherfucker, I don't want you dying out there, bro. No, you out of here. Nah, that's not how it go with the dogs, though. That's not how it goes with the pit bull dogs, though. Oh man, you're losing. Oh man, you better keep scratching. Oh, okay. People see that. People from the outside, not from the inside, not from the inside. People who do it from the outside, they see it like that. They ain't going for that. They're not going for that, y'all. People from the outside looking in, they don't see that the same as combat sports. They don't see that the same as UFC. They don't see that the same as boxing. Because it's not the same as boxing. Okay? The dogs don't have a choice. Me as a human being, I have a choice to be a boxer. Okay? There's rules to protect me as a boxer or a UFC fighter. Okay? But there ain't no real rules to protect the dog in that box. Especially if the owner is like, I don't care about the dog. I got money on this. He gonna die dead game. He gonna die dead game. What? Really? So I say that to say this, is that the rep of the pit bull is what it is. It is what it is, man. It has to change, but it's going to take some time to change it. It is going to take some time. These things that are happening in the news with people and these dogs, people getting hurt from these dogs, and the news blaming it on a pit bull. It is what it is. That didn't happen overnight. People just don't roll off the media's tongue just because, they eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Pitbull. No. Pitbull is number one because of its own reputation due to the people who campaign it. That is the reason. That is the reason. So please don't blame blame the reputation of the pit bull on the Bandog. Don't do that to us. We don't deserve that. I'm saying we because we campaign for the Bandog. Us men and women, Bandog, dog men and women, we campaign for the Bandog. The dogs can't speak for themselves. The dogs can't be like, oh, well, shit, we didn't do that. You know, the dog looking at you like, did you see that, Daddy? You know, we watching the news, me and my dog, we watching the news. He looking at me like, Daddy, you see that? They blaming it on us. We didn't do that. That's not us. I know, son. I know, son. You know, I know they just, you know what I mean? They got to blame it on somebody. No, the dog can't say nothing, but I can. And I will say something. And like I said, I don't want what we're doing right now with these band dogs to be tarnished by another breed's reputation. Let us tarnish our own reputation. I already said that, but let us do it as dog men and dog women of the band dog community. Let us be the fault, like you, American Pit Bull Terrier breeders or enthusiasts, are the fault of the reputation of the pit bull. You are the fault, not the dog. You, because you campaigned it in that light. You let the world see it in that light. The world don't like that, right? The world don't like that. They don't. Okay, this is man's best friend. This is, you know, damn near everybody all over the world has a dog damn near in their household, some way, form, or fashion. This is a family member. The dog is. Okay, we cry. I'm gonna say we cry when a dog passes away. Like if you were to lose your own child or your mother or your father, your uncle, you're gonna cry like that. I know I do. I love my dogs like I love my wife, like I love my son, like I love myself. I love them. Okay? For my dogs to be injured, put in a messed up situation because of me, the world ain't going to accept that because they're thinking about the dog in their house. I would never do Fido like that. I would never do Chi-Chi like that. That's how they see what the pit bull community has done to the pit bull. I would never let them fight like that and get mauled like that. I would never call them and kill them because they don't meet the da 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 da. That's how the people see it. I would never train them like that and this, that, the third. Like, you know, I'll never shoot them up with steroids. This is the people outside looking in. They're not inside. They don't understand performance dogs. But from the outside looking in, there's where your rep. That's your audience. The people, the world. That's your audience. American Pit Bull Terrier community. They're your judge. Because everybody's being watched, right? Athletes, we watch sports, right? There's an audience, right? Like I said in the last episode, naysayers, spectators, and haters is in the audience. Same thing with these dogs. How you campaign these dogs? You got all them people in your audience. They're watching. Okay, they're looking for something to either praise you for or down you for. They're looking for that. They're gonna go boo or they're gonna yay. Anybody who's fighting these dogs, breeding them to just fight for no purpose other than sport of your own satisfaction, the world is going to boo you. They're going to boo you. Period. You can't get past it. Sorry. You better stay in the basement. Don't say nothing. If you want to do that, don't say nothing about it. Stay in the shadows and do it in the inside. And don't let the outside know anything about what you're doing. Let the outside think that you're not doing it because they're not going to applaud it. They're not. They're not. And if you let these dogs get in the wrong hands, then guess what's going to happen? The things that's been happening since the 80s and the 90s and whatever else, all these bad things like people getting bit, people dying, all that is going to happen when these dogs that you guys be campaigning get into the wrong hands. It is what it is. Accept it. Change it if you want to do something. Change it. Change it. Change the narrative, you guys. But like I said, do not put it on us. Do not put it on the Bandog. We don't deserve that. I got to emphasize this tonight. We don't deserve that as a community, because that's not what we're trying to do with these Bandogs. When I talk about my Bandogs, I'm not saying, oh man, these dogs can kill this and these dogs can kill that and these dogs will kill this and this dog kill you and this dog kill your dog, this dog kill your cat, this dog kill your horse, kill your mama. This nigga kill Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. I ain't talking like that. Why? Why would I do that when I know this dog could do it? When I know this dog could do this, but I know that people watching it, they would see it as negative. Why would I campaign that? Because it's cool to me? Because I can brag about that? Oh, my dog's the toughest and stuff. You know, it's like having a big brother and stuff, and you talk, you causing a commotion in school and stuff, and I'll stick my big brother on you. Yeah, I mean, you know how tough my big brother is? Yeah, man, he beat up this, he beat up that, man. Yeah, my big brother will beat you up. Yeah, my big brother will beat your dad up. Come on, really? You know what's going to happen? Somebody going to test your big brother. Somebody going to test you. Or there's going to be a bad reputation about the big brother that's not even your big brother. Your big brother's like, yo, why you got this bad rep? Now everybody think I'm a bully. I'm not a bully. You know what I'm saying? Now you put a bad reputation on your brother who probably is a tough guy, but he ain't a bully like that. He ain't going to just fight your battles just because you tell him, because you want to sick them on people. Same thing with these dogs. Why would I want to paint that narrative to the world? I wouldn't want to do that. We shouldn't do that. Because it's a two-edged sword. It cuts both ways. Okay? It cuts in that way where you get that machismo, you get that salute, oh, you get that excitement, wow. Then you get the other, get that blowback. Come back and cut you too. And we have to be aware of this as dog men and women that deal with these high-level performance dogs. And be excited that you can cook them up like the OG game dog performance Pitbull dogmen of the days, back in the days, how they was cooking up how they wanted to. And nobody was in their backyard while they was doing their breedings. Nobody was in there doing that. They could say whatever they wanted to say. It wasn't even a big deal. It wasn't even about that. If the dog did what it did, man, you got what a dog. What a bulldog. Same thing with these Bandogs, right? That dog does what you bred it to do. Wow. What an amazing Bandog. Good job, man. Wow. And he looks good. And those mixes turned out well. Like the blended breeds you did, them dogs look good too. That breed, that all those different breeds looks good. Oh man, you got something. You got something. But that dog can do it all. Pray in, man. Whatever you throw at it, it can do it all. It can do it all. And it's a companion. And it's a companion. So, man, let me take another sip, man. Cheers to you guys, man. Cheers to you. I mean, hopefully you guys understand my passion for this, because I don't want what we're building with these Bandogs to be ruined by another dog's reputation. I can't. What's that? I can't go for that. No, can do. I can't go for that. Can't go for that. Can't go for that. Can't go for that. Shit. I can't. I'm not. I'm not. So, APBT community, step your game up. You got a lot of mess to clean up. You know what I mean? Y'all need some new Pitbull ambassadors. Y'all need to clean up the reputation of the American Pitbull Terrier. Y'all did the American Pitbull Terrier an injustice. You did. The reputation needs to be cleaned up. Do it. Y'all love the breed so much. Clean the rep up. Clean this rep up. Okay? Do something else with the dogs. And there's some people that are doing it, and salute to them. But talk about something else other than the past. The past is the reason why the reputation is what it is. Do something else with that dog called the American Pitbull Terrier. People still love it. I still love the dog. However, I don't like my dogs just fighting each other. I don't allow that. What's the purpose? It costs me money when my dogs fight because I got vet bills. I don't like that. I'm not campaigning and fighting dogs. For what? You go to jail for that. People don't even salute you anymore. What's the reason? You don't even get money. You're not getting paid. What's the reason? Okay? Do something else with the breed. Okay? Try that. But don't blame us for your reputation. Don't put that rep on the Bandog. No can do. Don't do it. All right, man. I'm done with the subject, man. I think I done said enough. Let's see what else we got, man. Let me see. Let me go down the chat list, man, and see what I got. Crixion, big salute. Hello to you, man. G Principal, thank you for showing up. Hey, G Principal, hey, every Thursday, G Principal. You know what I mean? I appreciate your support on the gram too, man. Big salute to you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. See what else we got here. Let's see what else we got here. What we got? Okay, we got my man right here. What did he say? He said usually those attack be those XSL bullies. What's that? ALPT MOF cases. I'm not familiar with that. They really don't be Bandogs either. Okay. But see, I'm gonna say something about them XL bullies. Now, to get the size right, we know what they added. They added Mastiffs in there, right? And we know what the Mastiff breed was bred for. Those are guard dogs, right? So when you take a Mastiff and you throw it into whatever bully recipe that these guys are, using, you're throwing that aspect of genetics as far as the genotype, not just the phenotype, which is the look of the dog, but the actual DNA essence of a Mastiff in these bullies. So, sometimes you're going to get a situation where, that Mastiff cross, because that's what it is, these XL bullies, are going to want to act like a guard dog or Mastiff. Still, a dog shouldn't be unstable to where it's just trying to attack somebody, for, I can't say no reason. There's obviously a reason for that dog wanting to bite, but it's more to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, to me, I think when dogs do that, it's just a dog that's not around its owner, or its owner doesn't have any control, to where the dog is left to its own understanding, right? You leave a dog in the backyard. Like, for example, if I left my Bandog in the backyard and I just fed it, but never really interacted with it, then that dog would shape his own mind. It would shape his own. His mind would be shaped by what he is experiencing in his environment, whether it be seeing a squirrel, whether it be seeing somebody, let's see your neighbors walk past your yard all the time. And it's becoming territorial for your backyard. So anytime somebody walks past your fence, it's hitting the fence, that dog's mind is being shaped. And with these bullies, XL bullies, if you want to call them that have these mastiffs in them, that guard dog is coming out of them. And if you're not shaping that dog's mind, if it sees a threat, then it's going to act on the threat because it's a mastiff cross. Okay. So a lot of them are to get that size. They had to throw some level of mastiff in the recipe to get these dogs to be 150, plus pounds. You know what I mean? So yeah. It like I said, I can't even call them XL bullies. Let's just say they're crosses, mastiff crosses. Let's just call them that. Mastiff crosses. Okay, you got another one, huh? He said, it's all love, bro. Yeah, everything you saying is true. I will have Bandog soon, and still I have kennel and 6-foot fences because they can climb and break almost anything at only 6 months. They have done it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, what I'm gonna have to do, you guys, and I'm going to recommend everyone to already have this in their plans when they're building their kennels out, is that I'm going to have to put roofs, actual like tops on all, at least my, okay, so at least my Bandogs, my XL Pitbull Dracos, and I haven't made the double XL ones yet, but my Bandogs and my XL Pitbull Dracos, they all got to have roofs. Not just the regular roof to keep the, elements, but a top where they can't climb and they can't jump out. Like they can't bite out and break it, and they can't jump out. All of them are going to have that because my dogs can literally jump out of anything, and they're smart enough to break anything that is breakable. So you got to have to put something on there. I'm gonna have to put something on my dogs where they can't even put their mouth on it. Damn near like some sheet metal type shit. On my kennels. So y'all definitely gonna have to add that to y'all kennel setups, because my dogs, every time they just be blowing my mind how they figure out. Like my dogs is my dogs know how to jump up on the kennel, and they know how to hold on, like they'll hold on like Spider-Man. Okay. They'll leverage themselves like Spider-Man and then be trying to find areas of weaknesses where they can break out. Like they'll be up, and you know what I mean? Like you be like, where are they at? Like, well, like where you think your dog got out, but all of a sudden they just up in the corner, you know, up in the air, hanging from the top of the kennel, looking for a way to break out of the top of it. Like my dogs are doing that crazy stuff now. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something that you guys will have to do. I guarantee you will have to do it when you have dogs that I'm describing. You know what I'm saying? Like my dogs is, like I always say, be careful what you're cooking them dogs, so you just might get it. And my dogs show me that every day. It's always something like, oh man, that's what I put in you. Oh, why you do that? Why you keep doing? Oh, well, yep, that's what you put in that dog. Oh, you talk about the brains, right? You talk about brains, and motors. Well, that's why that dog is so smart. You know what I mean? Because you bred that way. You bred smart dog with smart dog. You bred that. You know what I'm saying? You bred super athletic with even more super athletic. That's why they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? All the things that you seeing is what you cooking up. This is the dog is figuring it out. I didn't train them dogs for that, even though I could, if that's what I wanted to do. But them dogs are using their own awareness, and they're figuring it out and showing you like, oh, that dog's smart. That dog's smarter than mine. You know what I mean? I didn't teach that dog how to do that, but it's doing it itself. Like, it figured it out. I'm seeing it looking like, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to break out of this, and I'm going to do it. And they do it. So, man, as I take a deep breath, man. Hey, salute RKBB, man. Big salute to you, man. Welcome back. Missed your family. You know what I mean? Missed your family. Thank you for showing up. We had a good cook up today. Very good cook up. Like every Thursday, man. Every Thursday I'm cooking up. I'm cooking it up. You know what I mean? The dog God giving y'all some real game every time. And it's live from the field. It's only from the field that I'm giving you this game. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing that I just heard. it's what I'm experiencing, what I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? So big salute, RKBB. Eli, big salute to you, Eli. Hey, I hope that you get your situation right over there in Thailand, brother, so you can get the dog that you want. You know what I mean? But big salute to you, Eli. Thank you for your support too, man. I appreciate you. I really do. We got Bill in the building, man. My boy Billy. You know what I mean? Big salute to you, Billy. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother, for your support. Thank you for, spending money with your boy and getting you a good piece, man. You got you a good piece over there out there in Southern Cal, man. Just let that girl develop, man. She's gonna show herself to you. She's gonna show herself to you. And the her brother, there was only one male. I had to keep it because of the genetics. The genetics that I was cooking up, I needed the DNA. So there was only one male. He had to stay. I had to put his semen on ice like I do all my males. I store the genetics, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a geneticist. So I got to get the DNA. So I got this one male, which is her brother, which, I might be naming Shaka Jr., but he's a terror. You know what I'm saying? He's a terror, man. And I hope your girl is not like him. Okay. What I mean? I hope she is not like him. Even though you might want her to be like that, Bill. I hope that she's not. I hope that she's more stable when it comes to that drive, man. But that boy, that male I got, he's a problem, man. He's like he's a bully. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't fall too far from his daddy's tree, if that makes sense, right? Okay, 'cause he's just like his dad, but I think he might be a little bit worse because he trying to tear up everything. You know what I mean? That boy. So anyway, big salute to you, Billy. Ah, he said white voices on point. Okay. You know what I mean? We can switch it up. We can definitely switch it up. But big salute to you, man. So yeah, like I said, man, it's I just don't want again. I don't want what we're doing with these bad dogs to be tarnished by anybody else. I don't want a reputation of no other breed of dog when it comes to these band dogs because we do have an opportunity to really set a wave. We do. It's not going to be an easy wave to set. It's not going to happen overnight. All right. It's not going to happen overnight. However, we do have an opportunity to set a wave. What I mean by a wave is a movement of dog men and women, of consumers who want working protection type dogs for their property or their household or their family. We have an opportunity to really make something work, not only make it work, but get good money off of it. Okay. If you're seeing it as a business, okay. If you're doing it as a hobby, then, we have, we have an opportunity to do something fun as a dog man or a dog woman with these dogs. It could be fun, right? As a hobby. I'm cooking, I mix this, I cook this, I mix this. Oh, look what I made. That's fun. Okay. If you're an artist. So we have that opportunity too. However, business-wise, oh man. Business-wise, we can eat. We can eat because the dogs that we're cooking up with these band dogs, if you do them right, we can have some real high up diplomatic type of foreign country leadership type individuals that want them, because they're going to want something exotic that can protect their family, and that's ultimate warriors. They're going to want that. I mean, why wouldn't you? If I'm rich, I got exotic cats. I got, whatever. They got, they got all the stuff that we wish we could have because they got money like that. Now you're making these dogs that are ultimate level protection, ultimate level, performance, and they look like something that's ultimate level too. They got to look. Those people gonna be knocking at our door. They're gonna be hitting us up. Like, bro, like I seen your dogs, man. I can't find that, I can't find that dog nowhere. Oh man, that dog's amazing, man. Oh, look at the structure. Oh, and it can do what? And it can do this? What? It can do that? Oh man, how much you want, man? How much you want? Matter of fact, I'll take the whole litter, man. Ship them over to Dubai. There's no problem. We want those over here in Dubai, man. You know what I'm saying? How much you need? I mean, whatever you want. We just want them all. You see what I'm saying? Like we have the opportunity as Bandog breeders, if that's who you are, to achieve that level of consumer that wants to buy our dogs because it's that exclusive. They can do what? Oh man, I need that. So I don't want our reputation to be jacked up. Okay? At all. And we shouldn't let them do it. Okay? Do not let them do it. Y'all hear me? Do not. Do not. But if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chats. If you guys do not, we'll wrap this up like we do. But I had to speak about this tonight, you guys. I had to. I had some other topics, but this one I was like, I gotta speak. I gotta stand up for what we're doing with these band dogs. I just can't have our reputation tarnished, and we didn't even do nothing to tarnish it. We haven't had a chance to ruin the band dog's reputation. We haven't had a chance yet. How am I gonna let somebody else ruin it, or another community ruin it, before we even, who are the real community, before we even ruin it? Because I have a feeling it's going to get ruined. Okay, Eli asked a question. He said, have you ever seen littermate syndrome with your pit bulls or Bandog? So littermate syndrome, what do you mean by that, Eli? What do you mean by littermate syndrome? If you could be more specific, then I can answer that for you. I think I've heard that term, but I don't necessarily know exactly what you mean. So if you can clarify that, and then I'll go ahead and give you my answer. Eli, go ahead and type that in there real quick. Hey, RKBB, I mean, hey, did you get out of dogs? Because I know, I think I saw a while back where you was, I guess, selling your yard in a sense. I don't know if you actually did that or not, but I hope you didn't do that, because I know you was cooking up some good stuff. So I hope you were still able to maintain your foundation, and you can, continue to do what you've been doing, man. Because I know it's hard to do what we do when we're creating stuff, because it takes time. It takes some time. So when you get your pieces, it's very important that you're able to keep them while you're building, because starting over from scratch is tough. Truly, truly is tough. Okay. Eli responded. Thank you, Eli. He says littermate syndrome affects puppies that grow up with each other. They usually bond too closely and get behavior issues when you separate them. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Yes, I never experienced it, but I had a client of mine who purchased a band dog from me, and when the dog was with me, he didn't get the dog till the dog was like 5 months old. Okay, that's when he actually bought the dog from me. He put the deposit down. He needed I think he needed like a couple months or whatever. So he put his deposit down, and he waited a couple months before he had the rest of his money, and then voila. So anyway, he gets the dog at 5 months. The dog comes to him not comfortable. Now, the dog with me was just like his brothers and sisters. Me and my wife birthed them. They've interacted with me and my wife the whole time. They interacted with each other. Everything is normal. You know what I mean? Videos that I sent him, he's seen the dogs. They normal. He was normal. Dog gets to him, kind of shuts down. So will I say that I've experienced it myself? No. Have my client experienced it? Yeah, I guess. When you would say behavior change, I would say the confidence left him. You know what I'm saying? Like the confidence left the dog with my client. And then it never regained, like he never was able to regain that confidence with him, like according to my client. So, he actually had to rehome the dog, which is unfortunate. It was unfortunate for my client and unfortunate for my dog. Very unfortunate for my dog, because I just really felt like he didn't give the dog enough chance to, warm up to him. Some dogs, it just takes more time. But I would say that would be the closest I had, Eli. If that answers your question, that's the closest experiences I've ever had, because most of my dogs are in the same pack. And they bond as a whole with my dogs. So I have a big pack. I don't let everybody be in the same pack, but because the energy is there with all the dogs, they piggyback off of everybody. Everybody feeds off everybody, even though everybody can't be around everybody. That's a fact. But they feed off each other. Everybody want to be the alpha in my pack. I got 30 dogs plus that want to be alphas, because they feed off of me, and then they feed off each other. So it's like, oh, you think you all that? Oh, I think I'm all that too. So it's kind of a trip, but hopefully I answered your question. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never experienced that. You see what I'm saying? However, it does happen. I call it almost like separation anxiety. I call it that, separation anxiety with dogs. And it's curable. If you want to call it a cure, fixable, it is. It's just you as the owner of that dog. It just takes more attention, more love, more affection, more paying attention to like what makes the dog tick, like what makes that dog open up. If it likes this, if it likes that, you need to focus on that. So where that dog kind of understands, okay, you trying to work with me, I'll work with you. So yeah, big salute to you. Okay, RKBB, what'd you say, man? Okay. Oh, okay, I'm skipping one. You said I went through a separation with my wife. Okay, man. Hey, sorry to hear that, family. Sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you guys was able to reconcile. I really do. I hope and pray that you guys reconcile, man. Real talk. Had to move out, and I lost all 3 of my older dogs to the animal shelter. And was able to rehome all 3 of my youngest dogs, and one of them got pregnant. Oh, man. Man, RKBB. Hey, man, my prayers are with you, family. You know what I'm saying? I really pray that you and your wife reconcile, man. You got 2 beautiful boys. I hope you guys can figure that out. You know what I mean? But unfortunate about your dog, so I know how much work you put in. So my prayers are with you, family. Real talk. You said, I'm waiting to hear from the person I rehomed her to and see who's the sire of the pups. It's either Chaos or the new stud Thor that I just got at that time. Okay. Okay, Eli said, thank you. That answers my question and it helps out a lot. Okay, yeah, no, big salute, Eli. And like I said, man, hey, any questions you got, man, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on the IG. You know what I mean? Like, you want anything in depth, hit me up on the IG, man. I'll definitely answer whatever I can answer. Also, too, if you guys aren't following me on IG, follow me on IG. If you guys want some exclusive content, y'all want to be able to have direct access to me as a dogman coach, go ahead into my IG and hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? I try to make sure I drop some jewels, you know what I mean, for you guys on there. And then also, like I said, all my subscribers, any questions that they might have, I'm readily available. You know what I mean? Like any questions, I got you guys. So, thank you, Eli, for subscribing. I appreciate your subscription. And also my boy Billy, William Marietta, you know what I'm saying? He's another subscriber too, man. So big shout out, shout out to you guys too. I appreciate the support. But for those of you guys too who want that type of content and that type of, direct access, where you got your very own dog man coach, man, subscribe, man. Go to my IG. It's called The Dog God, aka The Coach. Okay, The Dog God, aka The Coach. That's my IG. Hit me up. Hit that subscribe button, man, and you tapped in. So, like I said, my prayers are with you, RKBB. Real shit. You know what I mean? It says in the Bible, man, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, man. So, real talk, man. I really do pray that everything works out for you and your wife and your family, man. So yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, man, we'll go ahead and wrap this topic of discussion up. This is something that I man, defend the Bandog. Okay. If you guys hear this talk, if you hear this talk from anyone about the Bandog being the dogs that be biting these people that the news be, talking about, even though they call it a Pitbull, please defend the Bandog. Please. Okay. It's way too early for us to have a bad reputation. Okay. I see you, Crickson. Let me see. He said bull herder versus band dogs. What's your thoughts on that? Well, I've never owned a bull herder. I love the concept of a bull herder. I love it. Okay. Taking a dog like a herder, whether it be a Dutch Shepherd, Malinois, German Shepherd, any type of herding dog, and taking it to a bull breed dog and getting that combination, that toughness that you get, that athleticism that you get from the bull breed, right? And then that intelligence that you get, and not to say that the Pitbull isn't intelligent, but that intelligence that you get from the bull, the herder, and that them herders want to bite everything. You know what I mean? They got that, they love to bite shit, them herders. So you take that intelligent with that bite, that wanting to bite all the time. Then you take it with that grittiness of the bulldog, that athleticism of the bulldog. You combine them. That's a great combination. So I love the concept of the bull herder. I'm sure it does the job at a high level. Now, as far as band dogs is concerned, if you breed the band dog right, ain't nothing messing with a band dog. If you know how to cook up the right breeds correctly, ain't nothing gonna, the bull herder can't compete if you cook the band dog up correctly. Okay. Because the band dog is going to do way more damage than the bull herder. Way more. The herder dogs, their mouths aren't that hard. They don't got a hard mouth. Okay. Their mouth might, with the bull herder combination, their mouth, I'm sure, will increase, but it's not on the level of a band dog. You know what I'm saying? Like the band dog's bite force is going to be probably 5 times more than that bull herder. The strength of that band dog, because of the mastiff and all that stuff, is going to be more than the bull herder. You know what I'm saying? The bull herder might be a little bit more intelligent. I would say that the bull herder might be faster too, as far as its reflexes, speed, overall speed, right? Because a lot of people that do these band dogs, they're heavy mastiff. You know what I mean? So you're not going to get that speed and agility with a lot of these band dogs that you're going to get with the bull herder. You know what I'm saying? So I would say they both have their pluses and minuses. Bandog should still tilt toward, a better version of uh, performance protection dog, because that's what I see as a bull herder. It's just a high performance protection dog that's more grittier and that's tougher. You know what I mean? That could take a little bit more pain because that's what a bulldog is able to do, right? A bulldog or a pit bull is able to take more pain, more durable than a bull herder. A herder ain't gonna take that type of damage like a pit bull. So you combine them together, you get that the best of both worlds. So I like them both. I like them both. You know what I mean? My thoughts on it is I like them both. I'm actually going to cook up what I call a double XL bull herder. You know what I'm saying? Taking a Kangal to, my boy AK-47, which is a double XL pit bull. You know what I'm saying? So I actually have my own plans on cooking up my own bull herder um, to make it compete uh, with the band dog in a sense, as far as its strength and abilities. My version is more going to be more for property protection. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can have outdoors, something that you can have around animals, but at the same time, something that can, take down, you know, large large prey animals, and be able to take a beating too. Because that's another thing. These dogs that are warrior dogs, they got to be able to take a beating. You know what I mean? If they're going to give it, they got to be able to take it. So I got my own little double XL bull herder that I'm about to cook up. So hopefully that answers your question. I like them both. Put it that way. I like them both. You know what I mean? I think they're great when it comes to performance dogs, performance working protection dogs. It's bull herders and band dogs. So yeah, please like block me in, like lock me in, put me on your little, your calendar. Band dog talk, man, with the dog god, 6:15, right? Pacific Standard Time. If you're in the East Coast, I'm 3 hours ahead of y'all. So what's that? 9:15. If you're over there in, Midwest to Texas type play, you know what I mean? What? 8:15, you know, lock me in, so we can cook up, come up with your questions. I will answer them. And yeah, man, we'll just keep getting better and better, man. Our knowledge will get more and more as we keep doing these. You know what I mean? And I hope and pray, as I pray every day, man. And just in my own world, I pray every day. I mean, talk to God that what we're doing with this band dog thing does take off. And for those of us who take this craft serious, that we will be rewarded for doing this band dog thing the right way. That we will be rewarded for campaigning the band dog in a good light. You know what I'm saying? And as I close, APBT community, it's time for a change. Okay? Accept it. Okay? For the dog's sake, for the pit bull's sake, accept the change. Okay? Navigate it. Put it in a different light. Okay? So that the world can see it for what it is. Okay? The pit bull is the ultimate warrior. It is the ultimate family dog, too. It is. Very loving dog. But it's time for you as a community to change its narrative, change its direction. It's time for that. For the dog. Don't do it for you, right? Do it for the dog itself that you love so much. Okay? Okay? Don't affect our money. Don't affect our money. Okay, please. Okay, we doing something over here. Don't ruin our money. We trying to get money as businessmen. We want to get money off our creations. If you're a hobbyist, protect your hobby with these band dogs. But we want to protect our money. Just because your money is bad, because of your reputation with these these American Pit Bull Terriers, your money is bad. You can't get the money you want, right? People aren't respecting your breed, right? Don't do it to us. We didn't do nothing to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love the Pit Bull. I love the American Pit Bull Terrier. I love it. I have them myself.
But I'm not over there ruining, downing what y'all do, the dog itself. I'm not over there campaigning my pit bulls to where people will hate me for it. I'm not talking about fighting my dogs, my pit bulls. Okay. So change the narrative. Okay. Try that. Try to do that. And then maybe the media will give y'all some slack. Maybe. It's going to be hard though. Y'all already did enough damage. So it's going to be real hard for the media to finally let off you, to let off of you in the American Pit Bull Terrier community. It's going to be hard for the media to stay off y'all's neck. But that's, I give y'all that task as I close out. Okay. Fix the reputation of the American Pit Bull Terrier. Your job is to fix it. And that means stop promoting the past. Promote the future. What is the future? I don't know. That's for you to decide. That's for you guys to decide in your community. What's the future for your breed now? Promote that instead of promoting the past, and see if you guys can change the narrative of the reputation of the pit bull. But do not, and I'm closing, say that every pit bull mix is a bad dog. Okay? These dogs that's killing and biting these people up, those are band dogs. Don't say that, because that's not true. That's not true. That is not true. All right, y'all. Big, big, big salutes. Thank you guys for showing up again. And until next time, man, we got next Thursday. You already know what time it is, 6:15 PST. Okay, we'll be back at it again for another cook up. But man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Respect y'all. Come back again, shall we? All right, I'm out.